Welcome back to the channel, it's Andy. We're back with FM23 and IFK Goteborg. Today we're wrapping up the Conference League phase. 2 more games, the last 2 out of 6. First up we host Qarabag of Azerbaijan, and then we are against Fiorentina. 2 toughest games of our group probably. So far we've done really well. Hopefully we can get into the top 8 and get through to the knockout stages. Last episode we won the Allsvenskan for the 2nd time in 3 years, but we still lost to Malmö, so that hoodoo still needs to end, but we at least won our title back. And today we're back focusing on the Conference League. So if you're enjoying the series, if you're looking forward to the video, drop a like, leave comments and subscribe if you haven't, or if you're new, turn notifications on, check out the second channel down below. And let's start, shall we? So yeah, last episode we lost to Malmö once again. This is the 6th game in a row in the league where they've beaten us, so the run continues. But thankfully they lost 4-0 at home in their game in hand, which meant that they handed us the league title with a game to spare. And we ended the season with a 3-1 home win against Degerfors to wrap up the title. We rotated for this as well. Kevin Tapia played in goal, Bo van Hoof played at left back, and some other players came off the bench as well. So there's our confirmation that we are champions of the Allsvenskan. That is our 2nd title in 3 seasons. Malmö go 2nd place but still get Champions League football. Hammarby and Elfsborg in the Europa Conference League. Halken may get European football, but that will depend on the winner of the cup. Off camera we played games 3 and 4 of our Conference League phase, and we started off with a home game against Sturm Graz and took a lead inside 7 minutes through Abdullahi. And in less than 12 minutes we'd made it 2-0. Hagen with the ball to Abdullahi, played through Ondrejka, and Ondrejka put the ball in to make it 2-0, and he's now a permanent signing as well. It was 3-0 after 52 minutes. Larkesh with a great cross, Abdullahi with a header to get his 2nd goal of the game. And then with 62 minutes on the clock we made it 4-0. Kollander played the ball to Abdullahi, he completes his hat-trick and makes it 4-0. We took our foot off the gas after that and allowed them back into the game. Sturm Graz got a goal back through Kittisvili on 63 minutes. And they did get a 2nd goal with 10 minutes to go. The defence just went to sleep here and Kittisvili scored again. And it ended 4-2, 3 more points on the board. 3 wins out of 3. In match day 4, we travelled to Ukraine to take on Dnipro, and it was another 3 points on the board here. The first goal came after 34 minutes, just some great forward play. Ondrejka to Kulikov, Abdullahi back to Jacob Ondrejka. Just a really good team goal. A great combination between Ondrejka and Abdullahi, 1-0. Dnipro equalised less than 3 minutes before half-time. Kohut went through unchallenged, and it deflected off of our defender, and it was 1-1. We went back in front on 55 minutes. Ondrejka with the ball down the left-hand side again. He has really been good since coming back on loan. And he set up Elias Hagen for the goal, and it's 2-1. And we quickly added a 3rd in the 57th minute. Kulikov to Melvin Berg, and then Abdullahi with the ball past the goalkeeper to finish and make it 3-1. And then on 71 minutes, we scored a 4th. Berg on the left-hand side, and just again, a free run, unchallenged, finishes past the keeper to score the 4th. 4 wins out of 4 so far in the Conference League. There's a confirmation. We've put 4 past Sturm Graz, we've put 4 past Dnipro, and we've put 4 past into Turku of Finland. So we're doing really well. But Qarabag and Fiorentina will probably be our 2 toughest opponents. Although, where are Qarabag? Qarabag are down in 32nd and they've got just 1 point so far. Fiorentina are in the top 8 currently. They've got 3 wins out of 4 and they have dropped points. They dropped points against Slask. Djurgården have got a couple of wins themselves, so they're looking good to be in the knockout playoff round. They've got a couple of wins against Punic and Levski. They dropped points against Austria Vienna and lost against Nice, so Djurgården's not doing too badly either. And then if we go up to the Champions League, let's see how Malmö are doing. Malmö have got a couple of wins themselves, beating Salzburg 6-4, as we saw last time, and defeating Banik Ostrava. They drew against Bayern, which is a good result for them, but lost against Anderlecht, Arsenal and PAOK. So they've got 7 points so far. So they've got some work to do to try and make sure they get through to the knockout playoff round. They might fall outside that top 24, and their last 2 games I believe are very difficult games. Yes, they're hosting Dortmund and then they're against PSG, so I think Malmö are probably going to stay on 7 points. It's just whether or not the teams behind them will overtake them. Malmö might be around this area, and fingers crossed they can get through to the next stage. But let's jump into the first of 2 matches today. It's against Qarabag of Azerbaijan. The way we're playing at the moment, there's no reason why we can't get the result here. Dennis Kollander we only have for a few more days because his loan is due to come to an end. Ondrejka's loan is also finishing, but we have also actually secured Jacob Ondrejka as a permanent signing. Okay, this is the quick pick it's given us. Tapia is in goal. Does that mean, is Dahlberg injured? Yeah, Dahlberg's injured. He's out for a couple of weeks actually with a hernia, so that's not good. I'm going to replace Olivieri with Kulikov because Olivieri hasn't really done much since coming back from injury. I was just looking at the Qarabag squad. Eder Balanta plays for Qarabag. FM14 Wonderkid, Ede Alvarez Balanta. They've also got Jeffrey Schlupp in here and Benica Phoebe. So there's actually a few notable players in this Karabakh side. We've got 4 wins from 4 so far in the Conference League. So fingers crossed we can make it 5 wins from 5 here. We're at home. I feel like we can get the result here. And if we do, that should confirm our place in the knockout stages. We're playing probably the strongest team we can play, apart from Tapia being in goal, but he's no slouch. He's a decent goalkeeper for a 19-year-old. And there's Ede Balanta playing at centre-back. Someone's just started mowing the lawn outside, so hopefully that doesn't pick up on the microphone. But let's get into the game and let's see if we can make it 5 wins from 5, shall we? Here comes Dennis Collender down the left-hand side. Might be his last game for the club, because he is going back to Juventus. And so far, Juve don't want to loan him again. And he wants a higher wage than Ondrejka did. So I don't think we're going to have Collender next season. But we've got a chance to maybe get a goal here. Kulikov in off the post, and inside 3 minutes, it's 1-0. Good start. So yeah, Larkesh doing brilliantly to hold it up. And then Hagen with a good cross. It was a decent defensive header. But once again, Hagen up there. Kulikov with a header into the goal, off the post, and an early goal. I'm taking it a bit more positive because we're dominating the game so far. Passing really well, keeping the ball. Chance for a second maybe here. Here's Alexander... Oh, I've forgotten his first name. Kulikov. What's his first name? Andrei Kulikov. Here's Ondrejka. And Abdullahi with a header just wide. That's close. Another good chance. I actually recognise some of these players if it's the ones that I think they are. I know Balanta and oh, that's terrible goalkeeping. And Kulikov can't quite capitalise. Half time, we have dominated the first half. Only 1 goal to show for it, but we have been well on top. No, I do actually kind of want to do a team talk. I'm not going to give them the silent treatment after that. If we can continue our run of scoring 4 goals in these Conference League games, that would be nice. But I will take another 3 points. It would mean 5 wins from 5. Going into the last game against Fiorentina. Here's Hagen. Melvin Berg's got some space here. And he goes for goal into the roof of the net. Lovely strike. And Berg makes it 2-0. 2.5 minutes into the second half. Ondrejka again playing the part in the goal. His cross was deflected. Balanta heads it away. Not too far though. And then, well, Berg thankfully gets the ball back off of Husseinov and scores. Free kick here, Larkesh. This is in firing range. Could this be 3-0? So yeah, Larkesh. Oh, it's very close. It's off the bar. Milicevic on the ball for Karabakh. Here's Ramal. Looking for Eric Ramirez, but Bangsbo does well to clear. Clearance isn't great though. It's back to Karabakh again. The cross is deflected and Tapia came for it and just did not commit. Eric Ramirez has a free header in the open net. I don't know why Tapia decided to come out there. I know he's only 19, but that was a silly decision there. Gaspar with the cross that was deflected. Tapia came out and he didn't even jump. In fact, he went onto his knees. Questionable goalkeeping there by the 19-year-old. Ondrejka has not had a great game, so we're going to take him off. We're going to go Markovic. Markovic is actually on the transfer list because I don't think he's really got much more room to grow. He's not homegrown and he's not been terrible for us, but he's not been amazing either. So Markovic is someone that we're going to try and get a bit of money for, probably about $1 million or so. We'll make a second change as well. I think Larkesh is a yellow away from a ban, so we're going to play safe and bring on Anders Tronsen. 76 minutes. I'm going to take off Hagen. I'm going to bring on Alstrand just to keep things fresh in midfield. Berg, long ball. That's good work by Abdullahi. And off the bar again. There's got to be at least 3 times this game that we've hit the woodwork. And, oh, Nissen needs to deal with that. He's let Benzia go. Benzia absolutely skies it. Gaspar to that player. I don't know what his name would be. Gaspar. This is getting nervous here. Oh, and it's a goal. And it's I don't know how you say that name. Is it Amadadze? I'm not quite sure. The font obviously doesn't like those symbols. It's 2-2. Karabakh are back level once again. And yeah, this is what we get for not finishing them off. We've had plenty of chances today. We have not taken them. And now we're 10 minutes to go. It's 2-2. Amadadze, who scored that goal to equalise. And he's lost the ball there. Markovic to Abdullahi. Now, can we break? That's a good ball for Kulikov. He needs to get away from the defenders here. Can he find the goal? Kulikov, has scored. 84 minutes. It's 3-2. We're back in front. Abdullahi with the ball to Kulikov. Great control with the right foot. Takes it past the number 6. And a good finish past the goalkeeper. Puts us back in front. It's 3-2. Johansson coming on maybe. And Kulikov with another chance here. Once again, it's hit the post. That's at least 4 times now this game we've hit the woodwork. Look at the XG. 4.65. to 1.09. Well, there was a few nervous moments in there. we probably should have been a bit more prolific than we were. We had an XG of 5. 14 shots on target, 5 clear-cut chances and 7 half chances, and we hit the woodwork 4 times. I got an achievement for getting 5 XG in a match, so something came out of that. And that confirms our qualification for the round of 16. 5 wins from 5. We're the only team now with maximum points. And we just have Fiorentina left to go. We sit on 10 points currently. You're going to pick up another 3 points with a 3-0 win over Larnakas. So they're doing well. Hat-trick for Wolarsgic. Okay, it's the day of the final game of the Conference League. We're away against Fiorentina. We've done fairly well against Italian opposition in the past. Going back to 2024, we knocked Lazio out of the Conference League. We beat them 1-0 at home to get through. And we also managed to get a draw against Napoli the following year in the Europa League. So we came up from 2-0 down there to get a point. So we're actually unbeaten against Italian opposition. And we're not going to change the team at all. We're going to stay as we are because everybody is fully fit. Luka Jovic is playing up top, and there might be other players there that you recognise. I'm going to say we're the underdogs, but that suits us. Go out there and surprise everyone, because I feel like we've got enough about us to get the result here. We've got 5 wins out of 5. 6 out of 6 would be amazing, but like I said, this is a free hit. Anything could happen, and it's not the end of the world if we don't win this. Wonderkid does well to win the set with the ball there. We need to find a run here. Abdullahi Kulikov. This is good. Melvin Burr's got some space here. Can he cut it in for someone or go for goal himself? No, he sets up on Draker. If he's onside, it's 1-0. I think it's going to count. It is. And the men in red have a 1-0 lead in Italy after 3.5 minutes. We're unbeaten against Italian sides, and it could continue here today. Brilliant team goal. Kulikov out wide to Berg, who I thought was going to shoot, but I think he did shoot. He did, and it got saved by Donelli, and Andrejka was there for the rebound. And Fiorentina coming forward here. Luka Jovic with a shot, and it got deflected. Oh, and it's off the post. A stroke of luck there. I thought that was going to go in for a second, and Tappi almost reacted in like slow motion. But Fiorentina, despite their possession and their passing, haven't had a shot on target yet. They hit the post just then from that, well, it was a deflection, so technically we hit the post. But 33 minutes, they've not had a shot on target, and we have that 1-0 lead. Half time, Fiorentina 0, Göteborg 1, and look at the XG. We scored the goal, the massive spike, and then since then, not a great deal. But Fiorentina, just a 0.27 XG. They did register a shot on target, but have not created enough. 55 minutes, it's still 1-0. I think we start making some changes now. We're going to keep it unbalanced. We're not going to do anything here. I'm just going to lower the tempo a little bit and just be a bit more disciplined. I'm going to regroup when we lose possession, and I'm just going to hold our shape. And that's going to be it for now. This I'm going to keep the same. I'm just going to drop off that defensive line. So we're going quite defensive fairly early. They have not created any big chances in this game, and they look like they're going to pay the price. Here's Hausner. Loads of space on the right for him. Loads of time to put the cross in as well. If he can hold on to it. He's held on under the challenge of the attacker. Great defensive strength. Got the ball back again here. Andrejka. Hausner. He needs a bit of help here, and he has now lost out, which is not enough support for him. And here comes Pirozzi to Sabiri. And this is the chance that Fiorentina need. Pirozzi again. He's gone away from the defender, but Nissen, good defending once again. And we're looking strong at the back here. Long ball. Kulikov doesn't win it in the air. Here's Bianco. Luka Jovic coming deep. Here comes Jovic. And it's a Kone. Oh, and it's through the legs of Tapia. And Fiorentina get their equaliser midway through the second half. You've got to say it's been coming. I think we expected the goal at some point. But Luka Jovic to Ikone through the legs of Tapia. That's unfortunate. But do you know what? We're still not losing. So that's not too bad at all. Hausner with a throw. Always giving away it immediately. We probably shouldn't have gone defensive, should we? We shouldn't have invited that pressure. Terzic with a shot, but it goes over. Do we revert to what we were doing before? Turn the tempo up a bit more. I'm going to go back to what we were doing. I'm going to change it back. We haven't made any changes yet. That might be something to do. Keep it fresh, especially in that midfield. Hagen is again getting a bit tired. Here's Bianco. Oh, and a Kone again. And Jovic. And there it is. Fiorentina in front with 20 minutes to go. 2 goals in the space of about 3 minutes. They're getting on the end of every ball here as well. We're not winning those second balls. Dodo to Ikone. Bungsbo will hold on to that. Here's Tronsen. Looking for Kulikov, but yeah, the strikers just aren't winning those balls in the air. You know, that's what's undoing us here. We maybe could have got another goal in this game, but Fiorentina have shown their quality late on here. Oh, and Tapia just doesn't have that experience either. If we had Dahlberg in goal, then this may be different. But Tapia has shown his inexperience in these couple of games. And it's 3-1 Fiorentina in injury time. Ikone once again instrumental in the goal to Bianco. Pirozzi's header, well saved by Tapia. He can't hold on to it, and Jovic essentially has an open goal to aim for. But do you know what? It's been a hell of an effort in this Conference League phase. We're through. We're in the top 8. So we have confirmed our place in the round of 16. So that's really good. And do you know what? We led for a good while against Fiorentina. That early goal from Wonderkid, and it took 3 second-half goals for Fiorentina to finally turn things around. They were slow to get going. And do you know what? Come on, really? I thought they did themselves proud. Can we try and save this team talk? Because I think that's a mess. There were definitely some things there that I was happy with. And there we go. 15 points out of a possible 18 is no mean feat. So it means that we finished in 5th place in the table. So we are through to the round of 16. Fiorentina just miss out on that top 8 on goal difference. Genk going through. Djurgården's finished in 14th place. They got 10 points, so they will be in the knockout playoff round as well. Really strong Conference League campaign there with 5 wins out of 6, and we were pretty good against Fiorentina. We put up an effort, but unfortunately just fell short as they took control late on. So we're going to come back probably about February time so we can see the draws for the next stage. The round of 16 draw is on the 19th of February. So that is, I think, sort of amongst our cup games. It's just before the Örebro Cup game. I don't think we'll play these games on camera because we always win these games. So what I think we'll do is we'll come back for that draw. The transfer window will be open, so we'll have a look at transfer news. And I think it would be a good opportunity to really have a good assessment of our squad and kind of where it sits and which players we want to keep and which players, you know, might need to move on, because you know we've got a lot of young bloods that we've been signing over the past couple of seasons. So that's the deal with signing all these high potential players, is that not all of these, but some of these, hopefully most of these, will develop enough that they can really make a change to our team once they become homegrown. Fingers crossed that's what happens, because you know, the players that we have currently that are homegrown, they're not going to be around forever. They will need replacing, and yeah, we need good enough players to do so. So yeah, that's what we'll do next episode. Conference League draw and transfer window and a real assessment of our squad. We might even go into the squad planner. I know, shocking. Has anyone ever done it? Anyway guys, that is going to do it for today. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, leave comments and subscribe if you haven't, or if you're new, turn notifications on. Check out the second channel down below. Good couple of games today. We were strong against Karabakh. We couldn't quite put them away the way we wanted to with 5 XG. And against Fiorentina, we looked good, but unfortunately fell short. So really good display in the Conference League. We're through the round 16, and we'll have the draw for that next time. But for now, thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.